Hey everybody, this is Rose Bruce of The Budding Intuitive. Thank you for being here. I wanted to start doing a daily reading for the collective, and for the collective who are on the spiritual path, who are either just beginning or maybe just realizing that they are on a spiritual path. The spiritual awakening can be a confusing one especially when you first start out. You're getting in. My experience was and is from the past was that I was following a spiritual path and I didn't even realize what was happening, and it can be very confusing. It's the beginning of turning inward and shining a light on everything, really. Your behaviors, your attitudes, your negative thinking patterns, your blocks to relationships. Lots of things start to leave your life. You make really grand choices that you just know deep inside are the right choices to make. So you're really like having a faith. And if you're like me, the path started out, I wasn't a faithful person 10 years ago. If you met me 10 years ago, you wouldn't even recognize me because I did not have the vocabulary that I have now. I did not speak the way I speak now. I certainly didn't talk about God. God was a trigger for me. So all this to say that this collective reading, I'm going to try and do it daily, but I got to tell you, I've got some other obligations right now that are keeping me from being as on top of this as I want to be. So please bear with me as I move into this space. So let's see here. I want this to be a collective message for anyone who's on the spiritual path and needing guidance along the way. Usually the spiritual path is around the mission, the purpose, right? How do we figure all that out? And yes, the twin flame message does come through sometimes, but I got to tell you, there's a lot of crap out there around twin flame. There's a lot of information, misinformation, and misunderstanding and miscommunication around the truth about twin flame. And the truth is, it's not about finding that divine partner. It's not about, let me rephrase that. It's not about coming into union with that divine partner, although that is a result of coming into union with yourself, which is what the truth of twin flame is coming into union with yourself, balancing out your divine feminine, your divine masculine, fleshing out the shadow side, and coming into the truth of self-love. I mean, underlying the twin flame journey is self-worth, self-love, period. If you do not love yourself, you're not going to come into union with anybody. More importantly, not yourself. You may not want to hear that, so I understand. Some people don't want to hear that, and I get it. But, and I remember there was a time on my twin flame journey that I was all about having that physical union, and because I didn't really understand it. I was just starting to know and understand about it. The 1111, those numbers showing up in my life like crazy, it was just an activation code, truly, to make me pay attention. So I paid attention, and I've been studying ever since. I don't know everything. I don't know all. I'm farther along on my journey than some, and not as far as others. So, but I have gained a lot of wisdom through trial and error, through study, through experience, more than anything through experience. And I'm sorry, but the cards are needing to be shuffled quite a bit here. The message is feeling like it's very powerful. We're still in the energy of the Lion's Gate, but I think we're ready. I'm going to pick 3 cards from the Colette Baron Reid deck and see what the overarching message is about for you. Mending. Hopefully you can see these. Let me put on my glasses so I know. Let me get you situated here. So let's start by zooming in just a touch. Oh, we've got a glare back there. I'm probably going to have to close those blinds. We've got all that glitters is not gold. And oh, yeah. Yeah. No surprise here. Honestly, no surprise here. No surprise here. So, what we've got here, my loves, is mending. All that glitters is not gold, and unfinished symphony. I think Spirit's like picking up on my energy of talking about the twin flame. Because the message is you're being called to heal, and all spiritual paths, all light workers are being called to heal before worrying about going into union with someone, with whomever you think is your twin, because you have to kind of let go. You've got to surrender that sometimes the twin flame that you think is the twin flame isn't the twin flame, and that happens, right? But the point is to surrender the idea that it's all about you and them getting together and having some good sex, okay? I'm just saying. I mean, I know it's more than that, but sometimes that powerful magnetic attraction you have to your twin is overwhelming, and it takes over your desires. And if we want to get downright Buddhist about this, it's about controlling your thoughts around this. All that glitters is not gold. So we got 2 7 cards and a 10. In numerology, right? So you're going to hear me always talking about the numerology of a card. Here's the mending card. It's a 7 card when you add 5 plus 2. 7s are about spiritual enlightenment, spiritual co-creation. All that glitters is not gold. I know you've probably heard this term before. Meaning, a lot of times, the twin is, see the masks? A twin will wear a mask. You're both wearing masks. Usually you're mirroring each other. So your mask may be around one issue and theirs around another. I really didn't want this to be about twin flame, but apparently, and it may or may not be, but the unfinished symphony so the unfinished symphony can be a relationship, but it's any behavioral patterns that you picked up as a child, any wounding. For example, one that I'm seeing a lot is around codependency. Shows up quite a bit, especially in the twin flame relationship. Codependency and narcissism, empaths and narcissists. And we throw that word narcissist around quite a bit. But the fact is, it's part of the path. It's part of the twin flame journey, is those entanglements, those things that need to be healed. The path is healing yourself first. So this 10s are about endings, right? Unfinished symphony feels like someone might be coming back around, or some situation or thing might be coming back around because something needs to be closed out, closure. So this could be a relationship we're talking about. I guess we're going to find out more about it. Let me put these here so we can see them, but get them out of the way. Let's see what we got here. What kind of higher messages can we get around the path, the journey, the mission? This may end up, being take the message might be out of my control at this point, right? Somebody, the source, the universe, God. Yeah. I do want to get, let's see. I do want to get one of these, I can't remember the name of anything, hang on. My Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. I just want to get one card, maybe, there it is, completion, number 9. Yeah, you know what, this is very common right now, right? Completion is a huge, so here's something I want to tell you, that we are, a lot of us, ending cycles and having new beginnings. But if you're at an age that is an increment of 9, so if you're at age 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, I think the next one's 72, 81. If you're at one of those incremental ages, you are truly ending a cycle. If you're somewhere in the middle, you're in the middle of some type of learning cycle. But you're at the end of a learning cycle if you're one of those ages. I'll be talking about that more. That is a numerological thing. So let me see what has come out here for you. Let me see what has come out here for you. Okay, I didn't mean to pull this many cards, but they were calling to me, so I just pulled them out. And we got, so originally you got this completion card, which kind of talks about this ending card right here, 9 and 10. Again, these were 7s, 2, 3, 2. So we got a 3, a 5, and an 8 card here. So I just wanted to see if there was any other patterns of numbers showing up. So we've got scarcity mindset showing up. It's a message, there's a message of caution here. If you're in a scarcity mindset, be careful of relationships where you may be projecting an illusion or a delusion on the other, like you're mirroring someone or they're mirroring back to you. Some of these behavioral patterns we were talking about, codependency and scarcity mindset, so that all kinds of stuff being mirrored back to you. So there's a gentle warning here around be careful, this is just talking about what I was talking about. Then there's an obsessive kind of, this is a little separate here, but there's an obsessiveness here. These cards are all in reverse. I'm sorry, you got the Gatherer in the reverse, harvesting or reaping what you sow kind of thing. The Beloved, 5 card. 5s are cards of change. But as I read these together, there is this message of kind of take a step back. If there's some kind of twin flame or soulmate relationship you have, if it's moving towards the like putting them on a pedestal or worshiping them, or you can't, codependency, you can't live without them, lack mentality, you know there's no way I can live without them, they're going to support me, be careful. I mean, it's that same thing I was saying at the beginning of the reading, that when you get obsessed with the twin flame union, becoming into union, you completely miss the point of the twin flame union. There's a need to take a step back, especially if if you're moving in and out of this, it's like this same thing is coming up over and over again. There is some karmic pattern that may be showing up over and over again that needs to be healed, that needs to be looked at. All right, let's get some more cards. Let's move into some tarot. I'm going to use, what are we going to use today? I think I'm going to use my angels. I've really shuffled these quite a bit before I started the reading. I'm going to lay these out in a particular way. So let me go ahead and lay out all the cards, and then we'll talk. Let me get these back out of the way because I think they're going to be in the way, because these are big old cards. All right. One more shuffle. I mean, I shuffled and shuffled the heck out of these earlier. I mean, if they're not shuffled, I don't know what shuffled is. Okay, another one. I'm just going with the feel of it. Another one. Okay. All right, one more. One more. Get grounded. Let's get grounded. You too, get grounded. Put your feet on the floor. Sit up tall. Take a nice deep breath. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Just start to settle into your breath here. Just listen. Let's see what's going on with you. What's going on this spiritual path? I got one more shuffle and then we're good to go. Okay? Here we go. Okay, let me lay these out and we'll talk. Then we'll talk. As my friend Bob says. Talk. This is you. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that is not you. This is the underlying, the overarching energy of the situation that I pulled from the bottom of the card, from the deck. Hello, Rose. Have you done too many readings in one day? This is you. So what came up, I'm sorry, I need to tell you the cards, came up the Emperor. That is the overarching energy of the reading, right? The you in this layout is a Page of Swords. Ooh, some kind of message you're trying to send out or receive. Let's see. This is the current situation. It is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Are you working too hard? Are you overwhelmed? This is the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is the situation. I'm sorry, you, current situation, this is the spiritual path. This card is representing the spiritual path. The Hermit is a block. The One of Cups, the Ace of Cups. One of Cups, oh my gosh. I'm getting a little punchy, can you tell? The Ace of Cups is also a block. Actions for you to take are Ace of Swords. Again, we've got some reversals here. Actions to take. Wow. Did you just get 3 aces in a row? Holy shite. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting enamored with these cards already. This is cray. What you don't know over here is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Can you see her? I hope. Again, I'm running out of room. Come on, girl. Let's get this shit together. Excuse my language. And another card of what you don't know, the High Priestess in reverse. Lots of reversals. What's going on, collective spiritual light workers? I do know what's going on. I feel ya. I totally understand. But you got a lot of aces here. Holy crap. We're going to lay out some cards in a moment around how your spiritual path will unfold. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Page of, is that Cups? Yeah, Page of Cups. Page of Cups. So let's see what's happening around this spiritual path, which may or may not in this reading. We started with twin flame, so we'll see if it just continues or not. Overarching energy, the Emperor in reverse. For me, the Emperor in reverse, and this is Major Arcana, right? Or Arcana, however you prefer to say it. So the Emperor, we're looking at, for me, it's always, this card in reverse is always around control issues, overly controlling, trying to control. Well, that would make sense. The overarching energy of this reading is about more being controlling or letting go of control. So so that it resonates for me as surrender. You're trying to surrender the control, and we were just talking about surrendering to, or there are a couple things here. So surrendering to the twin flame journey, and in that you're not focused on coming into union with your divine masculine. And Emperor does represent the divine masculine, right? You're not in union, so there's another message here of, when am I going to be in union with my Emperor, with my divine masculine? Well, look, the answer is you got to surrender to this. You got to surrender to the self-love. You got to surrender to the healing. It can be a long and challenging journey. So there's another message, a gentle message of surrender to this path, and let go of this tight hold you have on this idea, this projection of divine union. It's not for you to control. That's the divine. This is a divine counterpart. All right, so let's move on. I'm going to try not to ramble on here. I don't want to make this too long, because it's probably already, oh my gosh, already 21 minutes. Goodness, I am so talkative. What the heck? The card that is coming up as you is the page of, so on this spiritual journey, on this twin flame journey, you're showing up as a young person. So see, there's your butterflies are showing up. You're transforming yourself on this spiritual journey. That's the sword of truth. You're in reverse. So this is also about communication and information, and a lot of people call this the spying card, but I think it's about something a little more complex than that. I think you're showing up as a young, like naive. I think naivete is huge in the whole twin flame journey thing. When you're just starting out and you're just learning about it, you feel like a kid. You don't know what the hell just hit you. You're looking for the truth. You're searching for the truth about this journey, and that's why you're watching this reading. Okay. The situation that this whole thing is revolving around is the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So Eight of Pentacles in the upright is about working hard at something you love, really honing your craft. In the reverse, there's a little bit more negative connotation of workaholism, maybe even as a device to run away from reality a little bit. So what else? The only thing you focus on when you're working is your work. But eights are also, remember, we're in that 8-8 portal energy. So eights are about manifesting abundance, prosperity, complete fulfillment. So that's, to me, what this is saying. I think the situation is you're questioning, why is this so hard? Why is this so hard, I think, is the question that's emanating from this card, for sure. Don't you think? Tell me in the comments. Remember, if you comment and subscribe, you get entered to possibly win a free reading with me. All right. The situation, which is to me, the situation is This card is the situation card, the situation of your spiritual path. This is your spiritual journey. This is representing it. The Ten of Swords. In reverse, the Ten of Swords. Sorry if you're hearing noises. I think the UPS guy or FedEx guy is here. The Ten of Swords in reverse is, you're looking out the door. You've been beaten down. You want to walk out this door. You want to walk through the portal. You're sick of this pain. Look, you've put all your swords there. Swords aren't in your back anymore. Like the classic tarot card of Ten of Swords has the swords in the back. You've taken the swords out of your back. You've packed your bags. You're moving through the portal. In reverse, your spiritual path has been painful, but you're trying to assimilate. Is that the word I want? Transmute maybe is better. You're trying to transmute the pain into wisdom. Almost that wounded warrior feeling of wisdom through adversity. So you're taking your wisdom and you're ready to walk out the door. You just haven't quite done it yet. There's a lot of questioning. Everything up here in this top row is in reverse. So there's that delay after delay after delay that shows up in the spiritual path. I know it well, my friends, my spiritual light worker friends. So where should I do? I think I'm going to go to the blocks. No, I'm sorry. These are the blocks right here. Let's go to the blocks next. This is a different layout that I normally do, but it's one of my favorite readers, lays her cards out this way, and I wanted to try it, and I really like it. So I'm feeling like the messages are more thorough. So the blocks for you, another card of being, another major arcana, the Hermit in reverse. When I see the Hermit in reverse, I see you as a light worker here. You're shining your light from your heart space. You're starting to gain a lot of wisdom on this path, but in the reverse there's some slight, so let's read it because these are coming together, so I want to read them together. You got the Ace of Cups, and I'm still blown away that you got 3 aces right here in a row. That's very meaningful. Brand new endings. Here's your completion up here, your 2 completion cards. We are on, a lot of us are so right on the precipice of walking through this portal. The cycles ending, right? So the blockages, Hermit in reverse, the Ace of Cups in the upright. So which ace is missing? I'm just kind of jumping just a bit ahead because I'm curious. We've got Cups, Swords, Pentacles. What's missing are the Wands. The Ace of Wands is missing. Maybe it'll show up. So Ace of Wands, a brand new passionate beginning, is the one thing that's missing. Passion is missing. Creativity feels like it's missing. It feels like this up here, this pain, this walking, trying to figure out the truth of this path, feeling like this path has been a lot of hard work and pain, and it tends to be. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you because you already know. So there may have been some depression around this, right? But you know, even though you know, okay, I'm trying to get the words out here. You know there's a brand new, emotionally fulfilling offer or thing or situation coming. It could, so if we look at this 2 ways, brand new life, brand new emotional cup offering opportunity coming your way. Yes, this could be a cup of love from your twin or your soulmate, but there's a depression, there's a going internal here, looking for the wisdom inside, trying to understand this relationship. But this also could be about, this to me, there's a call to, tap into your psychic abilities, your spiritual insights, to really listen to yourself, So your intuition is a time for, you might need to go to the ocean or to some water for healing purposes. So what's blocking you is, I think there's a depression around not getting into union with your twin flame. There's like a secondary message as well, which I just said. But the blockage is, why can't my twin flame and I be together? Well, we've already kind of answered that. That there's a need for a deeper look at the unfinished symphony, the one that keeps showing up over and over and over again in your life, and you'll probably know what that is. If you don't, comment below and we can flesh it out. Flesh it out. I don't know what the right word is. All right, so we got the one of, here I go again, one, because I say one on the card, so that's what I see. Ace of Swords in reverse. Again, this is the card of truth to me. And I'm sorry, these two cards right here are actions you should take. So you've got the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. 2 aces, 3 aces in a row. You are so beginning something new here. The thing that's holding you back, I think, is the holding on to the twin flame. I don't know if the right word is myth or not, but that it's just about getting into union with somebody, that is myth. That is the icing on the cake once you come into true a balance with your divine feminine and your divine masculine. So the action you're being asked to take around these blockages is, so this ace in, I'm sorry if you can't see that very well. The Ace of Swords in reverse is asking you to go inward. To process your emotions around this situation. I believe this card is connected to the High Priestess. They make connections here. Let's see. I think that's what that is. No, that's the Hanged Man. Excuse me. That's the Hanged Man. Oh, it's got a connection to the Hanged Man, which makes sense because this card is calling for you to hang yourself upside down purposefully. No, not waiting for the universe to come do it for you, to really get some insight. And here, so look at the line of cards. You're seeking the truth. You feel a little bit naive. You feel like you've been duped about this twin flame path. The Hermit card is a blockage. So it's a sadness around the fact that you're not getting this offer from your twin or your soulmate. And then you down here, you're being asked the action you're being asked to take is to go inward, to seek the truth, right? And then, so the action is to seek the truth so that you can walk forward on a solid foundation. It looks like the yellow brick road, right? The Ace of Pentacles. Look at that house. I don't think that could be any clearer, right? These are cards of brand new beginnings, my friend. And these two are in the upright. So you feel like this has been a lot of hard work. You're questioning why it's so hard and painful. All you want is the love. I just want to be loved. Take action by going inward. You'll find your foundation. You'll find your spiritual foundation and your abundance when you go inward. Okay, beautiful, beautiful message. And I've been going way longer than I wanted to. I may have to do an extended on this because this is going way too long. Whoa, I'm trying to cut these shorter and shorter, but it seems I'm going longer and longer instead. So these two cards, I think I'll do an extended on how this all will unfold. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe that's not nice. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Sorry, I'm being a little indecisive here. So what you don't know is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm sorry, I was turning them upright so you could see them. And the High Priestess in reverse. So yeah, to understand, so becoming sovereign, becoming the Nine of Pentacles, look at her. She's so regal, right? She has everything she needs. She's abundant in all things. She has worked hard, and she is living the life that she truly wants. So in the reverse, right, you're trying to understand how to become this independent person, how to become abundant in all things. You're being called again, a third or fourth time, you're being called to go inward with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is quiet. She meditates and turns inward to find information. Same two messages from these cards over here. So if that's not loud enough for you, I don't know what is. You're being called to go inward, to truly deal with the healing that usually needs to be done. I say usually, always needs to be done on this spiritual path. A spiritual path is wrought with facing past wounding. I think there's no other way to say it. There's no way to sugarcoat that, right? There just isn't. But you're not alone. That you have 1, 2, 3 major arcana, and you've got 3 aces. That's phenomenal. Upside down or not, this is phenomenal, 3 aces. All right, I want to get a card. I want to see how this unfolds for you. Let's see how this unfolds. Knight of Wands. So what I'm asking is how your spiritual paths will unfold. And I mean that the time frame is, it's kind of fluid. So we can see what comes out. So your spiritual journey, everyone's going to be on a different timeline. So timing can be, like I said, fluid about when exactly. But we can maybe see what's. So I'm going to get 3 cards here. How will this unfold? Oh. Yeah, you're getting another card. Oh, wow. These cards never fail me. So you got the Knight of Wands in the upright, passionate, confident, charismatic, restless. Events requiring immediate action, trust your instincts, stay focused, a passionate relationship. But this is in reverse. So it's asking you to take a pause here. You want to charge forward and possibly towards your twin. But this card's saying, hold up now, take a moment to heal. Because you got the 3 of Swords, the heartbreak card, great sadness that will heal with time, letting go of the past, personal growth that comes from challenges, healing misunderstandings, being there for those in need. This is the classic heartbreak card. You are being called to heal the heartbreak around whatever's going on with your relationship with your twin, your soulmate, or maybe it's just with yourself. So maybe you're at a different, depending on where you are at in your spiritual path. There's definitely a pause here, going within and gaining that spiritual enlightenment. Yet another card of going within. And when it's in the reverse, it's saying you double down needing to heal yourself from this heartache. And like you may be, because these aces are showing up, you might be right near the end here. You might be to the point where you almost got discovered. You may feel like there are just some last residual pieces of healing that need to be done. And you know, and part of the path is coming to the realization that if it's your twin, they will always be there for you energetically in the 5D. But they may or may not be ready for this union with you. And you might have to accept and surrender, as we talked about earlier, to the fact that they may not be ready in this lifetime. And that can be heartbreaking to some people. Maybe to all people on this path, it's heartbreaking. Yeah, I think I could probably say with surety that at least 99.9% people get heartbroken when they realize that there's a possibility their twin will not be ready in this lifetime to come into union. That surrender is so important, and it's difficult, I do know. But you turning in every turn in this reading is screaming, shouting, get still and heal, get still and heal. I think I will do an extended, I may look at, let's see, I can look at some of the signs that have shown up here. And then I can do an extended around those signs, okay? I know Aries has shown up here. Virgo. I can't remember what they all are, but I'll look them up and then we'll do them. I don't want to waste your time. So join me on the extended if you would like to get a little deeper into each individual sign and a little more guidance, okay? Thank you. Have a great day.